Okay, what is up, everybody? What is going on? Hello. Oh, excuse me. Hello, and welcome. How's everybody doing? What is up? DSP here live on the stream for you. Today is Sunday, May 7th, 2017. Welcome to my one gameplay stream for today. And yes, I know that is a little bit of a switch. All week I've basically been doing double gameplay streams because I had a big push to try to finish up Danganronpa. Which, incidentally, I did complete last night. And I would like to thank everyone who followed along that playthrough, everyone who's still watching that playthrough, because yesterday I uploaded a whopping 4 hours of footage of it to DSPGaming, so I'm well aware that many people have not finished it yet. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat. I got a frog in my throat this morning. Ugh. I hate when that happens. But it happens, especially now with this time of year, with the seasons that have changed and there's pollen in the air. Ugh, some mornings I just wake up with a little bit more congestion than usual. But, welcome everyone. So I finished up Danganronpa last night. It was a long playthrough, that's for sure. A game that some people told me was short. Some people told me that game was 10 hours long. That game was like 40 hours long, if not longer. But it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And we had a fun conclusion stream last night. And the videos are uploaded to DSPGaming, so you can watch it at your leisure. I know for those who have been following the playthrough and maybe have been away for a while, it went on hold for all of April, but then I just concluded it 8+ hours of gameplay to wrap it up this week, okay? Excuse me. So, pretty fun, pretty exciting, and, you know, I'm curious to see now, what's about to happen tonight, actually, is I'm going to be messaging patrons from last month, April patrons, and the big event that is coming up as a result of the April patronage is the Patron's Choice event, where those patrons will be nominating and voting on a new game for me to play during the summer, more slower times. And I'm curious to see what game will end up qualifying. Like, what game is going to be their pick, and what is going to result in a playthrough. You know, what will it be? You know, I don't know. So I guess we shall see, folks. We shall see what happens, and we'll go from there. Today we're continuing on with Prey. Prey, ladies and gentlemen. Prey. Very excited for Prey. I've been liking the game a lot. It's pretty cool. It's this what-if scenario. You don't know, you can't tell in the game if the protagonist is seeing things, right? Or if he's imagining things, because keep in mind that he originally was in a simulation of his normal life, that he was going to be going off to a space station or whatever, and then crazy stuff started happening with aliens. He wakes up again, and then he realizes something's not as it seems. He breaks out of the simulation, and he's on a space station, and kind of, you know, infected with aliens and the like, which is pretty crazy. And now you don't know what to trust, what's real, what's not. The fact that we're getting some backstory where apparently these aliens were discovered in space and were researched for years under the tutelage of President Kennedy, of all people, who in our timeline, you know, in our reality, President Kennedy was assassinated relatively quickly. He never even finished his first term as president, but in this game, supposedly President Kennedy survived on and spearheaded the space program that allowed everyone to do advanced space travel, right? And, yeah, pretty cool. I like the plot line a lot. Right now, it's kind of a big what-if scenario. We're trying to figure out what is the truth to these alien entities, if that is indeed what they are. And also, we're trying to figure out, is anything real anyway? Because maybe this is just another simulation, or maybe it's, you know, we don't know. We don't know what's going on in this game. It's still confusing. It seems like we haven't even found one living human yet on the space station. Everyone we found is dead. The only people that we've heard were maybe alive were people stuck in a escape pod, which we did jettison, but we never actually saw these people either. So it almost seems to me like there's this really weird thing going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? How is it that so far in the game I've played for 9 hours and we haven't seen a single living human yet? You know, that kind of throws me for a loop and makes me think that maybe there's something sinister behind the scenes going on, you know? That maybe things aren't exactly as as they're being portrayed in the game and we're being led astray. We'll have to see. We shall have to see. But after 9 hours of gameplay, I've been wandering around this space station. I've been doing a ton of stuff, finding a lot of optional items and upgrades and the like. And now we're at the point where I found the psi abilities. So now what I'm going to be able to do is scan enemies and learn abilities from them. And I've already found the mimic ability. And I've already found... what was the other thing that I found? Oh, that's right. Some kind of a psionic push, which I haven't even tried yet. But I just earned that at the end of the final session yesterday. So I'm curious to see how this will go today and what other abilities I'll learn. And it's going to be pretty fun, I think. It's going to actually open the game up in a lot of ways, I get the feeling. So I'm excited for today. I hope that you guys are excited as well. Should be pretty good. Shout out to Nuka-Cola King, who just did a 50-bit cheer. And he said, I just learned that last night that the dart gun can be used to open doors and hit touchscreen buttons. Yes, I think it can, but I'm not sure how to implement that yet. Like, I haven't really seen a situation where I can't reach a button and the dart gun would allow me to. You know what I mean? Maybe there will be some coming up, but I haven't seen a single situation where that would, you know, be where there's a button I couldn't reach that would allow me to advance, you know? So, Prey today. For about 4 hours of gameplay on stream. Very excited to see how it goes. Later tonight, I'll be doing the week in preview, where I'll be talking about this upcoming week. Now, this upcoming week is kind of up in the air, and the reason I say that is right now I'm in the middle of a few things. I'm in the middle of Prey, and I don't know how long Prey is. I don't know how much close to the end we'll be after the end of today. I'm also in the middle of the Neo DLC, which I now haven't played for a while, because I've been playing Prey for the past few days, okay? So that's kind of been on hold. And I'm still playing Persona 5. So I'm juggling 3 games right now. And I am fully aware that there are 1 or 2 kind of smaller scale games coming out this week that people might be interested in, but they're not any huge AAA releases, and it's certainly not anything that I've been like crazy waiting for. So I'm kind of on the fence about what exactly I should be doing this week. I'm thinking that maybe I should just focus on the games that I'm already playing and try to finish them up rather than worry about, oh, I gotta play another new game now. I certainly don't want to be wrapped up in too many games at once. I'm nervous that if I do that now I'll have games that I'll never finish, and that's going to lead to disappointment. In particular, folks, if you're not aware, not this coming week, but next week is the release of Injustice 2. And I'm fully aware that when Injustice 2 releases, I am going to be very, very absorbed in that game, because it's going to have a big, wide cast of characters. I'm going to be playing through the story mode on release day, like I always do with these NetherRealm games. But then I'm going to be checking out all of these characters in training mode. I'm going to be bringing them into the other modes of the game. You know, in Injustice 1, it was Star Labs. I don't know if Star Labs is in Injustice 2 or if there's other different modes. I'm not sure. But NetherRealm always does lots of single-player content for their fighting games, which is a great thing because not everyone is hyper-focused on the online competitive play of a fighter, you know? Oh my god, excuse me. So, yeah, when that game comes out, I know I'm going to be super immersed in it. So, really, my goal is to try to wrap up everything that I'm doing right now by the time that Injustice 2 comes out, with the exception being Persona 5. There's no way I could finish Persona 5 in time. And I'm well aware of that, okay? So, yeah, I know once it releases, at least for a week, I'm going to be inundated and just really, really excited to be playing Injustice 2. Keep in mind, the week after that is Friday the 13th, and at the end of the month, we've got 1 or 2 other things as well. So, it is a good month. It is definitely a good month for gaming. And I'm pretty excited for it, and I hope that you're excited for it. Yeah, I think this is going to be overall a pretty entertaining month, all right? Now, that being said, Right now, FYI, just so everyone knows where I'm at. Basically, I'm at 3 more days. And what I mean by that is right now I'm in the middle of this really tight situation financially where things are really tough because of February was such a bad month on YouTube. It was the month where all the ad revenue unexpectedly dipped by over 50%. And I have 3 more days where bills are going to be clearing. I'm supposed to be getting my payment from Curse when my March partnership with Curse on the 10th. Now, I'm hoping it comes through. I don't know because I was never partnered with Curse before. This would be my first payment I'm receiving from them. So, oh, shout out to Mr. 80s guy. He says, you helped me decide to buy Prey Phil. Do you still have an Amazon referral link? No, that Amazon referral link's been dead for quite a while. So no worries there. You can get it however you'd like. Alright, so, anyway, as I was saying. Now, what was I saying? Now I lost track of my thought. God damn it. Oh, that's right. Curse. Talking about Curse. Yeah, I was partnered with Curse through March and April. So that first payment from Curse is supposed to come on the 10th. And that will be great, because that will, boom, go right into my bank account, and hopefully I'll be able to have enough in there, because I have more bills clearing in the middle of the month. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who has been showing up for the streams recently, everyone who has been supportive of everything going on, in particular those who've been tipping me. You guys have been helping me a lot, because those funds I get pretty much right away. I mean, I appreciate everyone who cheers, subs, and tips me when I'm on stream. But in particular, it's the tips that have been helping a lot the past few weeks. You guys have been really supportive in that regard. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? Alright. By the way, thank you to King White Rabbit, who just did a 100-bit cheer. And he said, pray hype. Pray hype. Yes, I'm excited. I like Prey. I want to see how it goes today with these new psi powers, right? So anyway, if you are watching the stream and you want to support me and you want to help out, many ways that you could do it, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can cheer with bits, or you can sub to the channel, and I'm very appreciative of everyone who does those. And yes, you will get pop-up messages on stream if you do those, and I will appreciate them and acknowledge them and thank you live for your contributions. But also, if you tip me, you will get a pop-up message, and that will help me out right away. I have 3 more days to get through, basically. And I'm really hoping that this goes through fine. And no problems. Let's see what happens. Because the bottom line is the months of, the rest of this month, and then hopefully the month of June should be good. So I'm good through June. July is iffy right now. And the reason I say July is iffy is because right now, as you know, I've already had 4 days where I had no ads on YouTube. Because of YouTube's new policy they didn't tell anyone about. Which is pretty ridiculous. And now I do have ads back on YouTube, finally. It took a while, but now they're back. But even now I found out that it was screwed up for a few days. And what I mean by that is, apparently when I re-enabled ads on DSPGaming, there was a certain setting that wasn't clicked. And because of that, the ads weren't all showing up like they normally should. And when that happened, sadly, it kind of screwed everything up. And yeah, it screwed everything up. And now I've been making money on YouTube, but not as much as I'm supposed to. Let's put it that way. Okay. I'm supposed to be making a certain amount based off of, how many ads I run and how many views I'm getting. And, it's all very technical. But I guess because a certain setting wasn't enabled, it screwed everything up. I don't know. But now I've turned on the setting. So now moving forward, I should be okay starting today, the 7th. But it still needs to be said, I had an entire week here with no ad revenue. Or let me put it this way. I had 4 days with no ad revenue and 2 days with limited and low ad revenue. Which really sucks. So, if you've been watching the streams, I would ask if you could help me out, because now I gotta worry about July coming up. What's gonna happen in July, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen financially. Now we're in the next situation. It seems like there's always another fucking situation going on. And listen, I'm frustrated, and it's not at you guys. You have nothing to do with this. It's every time this shit happens, it's always out of my control. YouTube doesn't disclose that there's a new method to which to get your channel approved for ads if you delink from a network. Didn't explain that to anyone. And then the process doesn't even fucking work properly, and they can't even help me fix it. And then by the time I get the ads up, now there's a default setting that's not enabled. So basically for a week, I didn't make the money I was supposed to be making. But somehow this is all my fault, you know? But it's not, of course. It's out of my control, and that's what's so frustrating about this. I'm hoping I can get to a point where I don't have to bring this shit up anymore, and I could just play games and have fun, you know? But right now, sadly, we're not at that point yet. Every day, something new, something annoying going on, okay? So, if you could, I would appreciate it. Oh, now I misclicked. God damn it. I'm sorry, Be the Allen. I misclicked and banned you by accident. I was trying to move the stream chat, and the stream chat scrolled as I was trying to drag it, and it clicked on a name by accident completely. I unbanned you. Sorry about that, Be the Allen. You're unbanned now, so you can come back. It's annoying. Alright, anyway. By the way, I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons why I don't like Twitch stream chat at all. Because there's no, like, running list of users. There is a list of users, and it's incredibly screwed up. And it barely... you can't scroll through it properly, and it doesn't populate right. When you're using IRC chat, it's a lot better. Which is hilarious, because Twitch chat is IRC chat, only they put an interface over it to make it look nicer. Yet it has less functionality than the original. I don't know what they were thinking there and why they've never improved it, but... So, ladies and gents, thank you for your support. Hopefully things will work out well here. Now, I think as of today, right now, this is the first day where I'm kind of back 100% on YouTube, and I should be making what I should be making on YouTube, and I'm kind of back to that same level. We'll see, because I won't know for a few days. That's the other thing. YouTube data doesn't update for 2 to 3 days afterward. So I won't even know until, like, Tuesday or Wednesday what I made today. So if something's still screwed up, I won't know until days after, so there's no way to fix it in time. You know what I mean? That's kind of the frustration with this whole deal, is I not having control is a shitty feeling. It'd be one thing if, oh, you made mistakes and the mistake led to this problem and this problem led to this, but being negatively affected by things that are outside of your control and you can't really fix, that is the frustrating part of this whole thing as doing it as a job, okay? Alright, folks. So, enough about that. Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's move on. I do want to just talk very quickly about a couple things, and then we'll get started, okay? So, reminder, everyone, tonight, the weekend preview... And I'll be messaging patrons who pledged in April to get them their perks. So if you were a patron of mine in April, please check out patreon.com later tonight for a private message from me so that I can get you your perks, okay? Tomorrow I'm off, all right? Tomorrow I'm off, and no streaming. But tomorrow I'm going to make an honest effort to try to at least get caught up with most of the uploads. And what I mean by that is right now, I haven't uploaded any of the Neo DLC videos at all. I haven't uploaded a single video yet to YouTube. Okay? I just haven't had a chance. I haven't had a, you know, I don't want to upload 100 videos a day to DSPGaming. I know people won't watch all those videos if I upload that many. And the thing is, I have a lot of Neo videos. I do. A lot saved up. I had two full sessions, so 8 hours worth of Neo that I haven't uploaded yet. So, I think tomorrow I'm going to upload all those Neo videos. Or what I'll maybe do is tonight I'll queue them up and have them upload overnight. Okay? And then hopefully they'll all go live tomorrow, and then everyone will be caught up for when I resume the Neo DLC sometime this week. Because I don't know if I'm going to be doing Prey more or the Neo DLC. Probably Prey more, honestly. I like Prey a lot. I really am liking Prey. I am liking Prey a lot. And I want to keep playing it until I beat it, basically. And then maybe I'll go back to the other two things, the Neo DLC and Persona 5, and kind of alternate between the two of them. Okay? Alright, so that's kind of the deal. So tomorrow, expect tons of uploads to DSPGaming. But no streaming. No streaming on Monday. But then I'll be back on Tuesday, probably with more Prey. What I may do, I may start doing nighttime streams as well of Persona. Because I really don't have any vlogging to do right now. And I don't have any, edited style videos to do right now. At least I won't until I finish Prey. So because of that, what I'm thinking of doing is kind of splitting the days where maybe the main part of the day I'll play Prey and or the Neo DLC. And then at night I'll do maybe some Persona. So we'll have some double streams coming out soon. This coming week. That might be the way to approach it. And then maybe what I'll do, I'll play it by ear. And let's say, for example, by the end of the week, maybe some of these smaller scale games that have come out during the week, we'll see if they're any good. And if people are saying they're good and they want me to check them out, then maybe I'll take the time to check some of them out before Injustice 2 comes out. But at least that way I'm not interjecting a new game or a new playthrough into the mix when I'm already going to be pretty busy with everything else going on, right? It's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that maybe Persona should be later, at the late night streams, balanced with the other stuff as the main stuff during the day, okay? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll have more information later in the week on all that, all right? Plugs-wise, got a few things to talk about. First of all, as you can see right now, my new line of Teespring product launched a couple days ago. It's called the Master of Stealth. Really cool logo from the same artist who made the Skull logo for DSPGaming that everyone seems to like, and it basically has sold a ton. It's basically me dressed like Snake, and it says, tactically getting spotted always. So it's kind of a parody, it's making a joke that I suck at stealth, which I do. It's a pretty nice shirt, or a pretty nice design that's on multiple products. I hope you'll check it out at my Teespring shop. Keep in mind, there's tons of different products over there, including, a nice DSPGaming logo for the channel. There's the Skull logo that everyone seems to like. There's the Wow Dude logo. There's a lot of stuff over there. And it's not just men's t-shirts. There's women's shirts. There's sweatshirts. There's hoodies. There's pillows. There's stickers. There's mugs. There's a lot of cool stuff. And anything that you buy there, I get some pretty good profits from. I have to say, Teespring, I have had no complaints whatsoever about Teespring. They work well. And, the profits are good. And it was funny because there was a bug. About a month ago, there was a bug with the site that was screwed up. And they fixed it for me within, 2 days. So, they're pretty awesome with their customer service, too. I hope that you guys will check out some of the merch. And especially if you like my streaming. Not necessarily that you need to represent, you know what I mean? In fact, I would probably say that some of the best stuff in the shop is the more innocuous stuff where it doesn't necessarily scream, oh, I'm wearing a YouTuber's piece of merch. You know what I mean? But the thing is, the quality of this stuff is so good, it doesn't look like a cheesy custom-made shirt either. It actually looks like a good quality shirt like you would buy in a store or online from a normal chain. So it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb that you're wearing a YouTuber shirt. You know what I mean? Especially that Skull logo in particular, I think is very stylish to the point where that's something that I would wear, Well, I'm going to turn on my AC because it is starting to get hotter in this office right now. Let's turn it down to around 73 degrees, get the office cooled down before we get started with gameplay here today. I will give a nice plug to my fiance's business, The Black Current, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. She's been in operation for over 2 years. She's sold hundreds of orders. She ships all over the world, including Europe, Canada. She's shipped to Australia before. She's shipped to a lot of places. She's actually currently working on restocking her shop for the late spring and summer. She's got a ton of new soaps she'll be adding shortly, which means right now, if you check out the shop, you may see a bunch of soaps for a reduced price because she's trying to clear house. She's trying to clear inventory for the new stuff. So give it a look. Etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. Keep in mind, she also does wax tart melts, which are these little cubes of scented wax you could melt in a melter. Makes your house smell great, and it's a great alternative to a candle because there's no flame, so no hazard there. In particular, if you have pets, like my parents have a bunch of cats, they can't have open candles burning in the house, and the house obviously smells because they have cats. So they get these wax tarts, they melt them, and the house smells great. Okay. So that's really it, folks. No other plugs really to do. I will say this in advance. Thank you to anyone who does cheer, sub, or tip me during the stream. I appreciate your support. I'll be honest here, I still really need it, in particular now, because this past week I made, like, little to no money on YouTube, which is bad. I mean, a whole week out of the month, that's 1/4 of the month where I depended on that income, and I didn't get it because of bullshit. So anything you could do to support me is appreciated, and let's keep this going, right? I love doing this daily. I've really enjoyed the new streaming method that I'm doing stuff and the interactivity. You know, even though Prey is a game that's making me get really immersed in it because of the amount of exploration and fun stuff in it, you know, I'm doing my best, and I think that people have been liking the playthrough, and I hope you have been. And I'm appreciative of anything that you may do to help me out during today's session, all right? All right, folks. That is it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I think we're going to begin now with Prey. All right? Sound good? All right, fair enough. Let's begin with Prey. Very excited. Oh, Van Clace 009 did a 100-bit cheer. He said, can you sum up Prey till now? All right, let me do it in a nutshell. I can sum up Prey in a nutshell. Okay? Okay. And goodbye to a moron. There you go. I just love people who spam the stream chat to try to get attention and start drama. Nope. Bye. So, Van Clace wants me to summarize the game very quickly. Alright, in a nutshell, here's what Prey is about. It's about experimentation. It's about simulation. It's about an atmosphere where you don't know what's going on is real or not. At first, there was an experiment where you didn't know you were in an experiment. You thought you were just preparing to go to a space station to do research. Like you were a selected scientist who was like in a special situation where you were going to go to this cool space station and do research. But then all hell breaks loose. Aliens or monsters or something show up, and you end up waking up again as if it's the morning never happened, like you had dreamt the whole thing. Then come to find out you're in a simulation, you break out of it, and it seems like you're already on the space station that you were heading for in the simulation, and there's no humans at all. All the humans are dead. Apparently these aliens or the creatures or whatever they are have broken out amongst the station and killed everyone or run amok. It's weird because you hear people talking through radio comms, talking to you and interacting, but you never see anyone. We still haven't seen, in 9 hours of gameplay, we haven't seen one living human yet, which is kind of bizarre, which makes me worry that maybe things aren't as they seem, okay? So that being said, I don't know what's really going on in the game. What we've been doing is exploring and unlocking new abilities through finding these things called neuromods. Now, these neuromods are apparently ways to improve the human body, but as we've been playing the game, we found out that these are actually developed by injecting the alien DNA into your body, which is messed up. It's basically a non-human DNA, and we're just injecting it into our body to try to improve different stats and stuff. So it's kind of like crazy, absolutely crazy experimentation with the human body combined with foreign DNA, which obviously can lead to some pretty dangerous results, right? So that's kind of what we've been discovering, and we've been fighting tons of different enemies. There's been turrets that have been hacked by these aliens and or like corrupted that we've had to fight. There's been drones. There's been humanoid aliens called phantoms that they look like human bodies, but they're not. And it's weird because they talk like they're humans, and you can't tell if they really were humans at one point or not. It's very bizarre. It's just really weird. And then where we left it off yesterday, to end the 9 hours that I played so far, I went to a new area called Psychotronics, and I picked up a new device that I'm wearing on my head now that allows me to have psionic abilities. So what this does is when I see an enemy, I scan it, and once I scan it, I basically learn an ability from the enemy. And I already learned, how to mimic an item, and I already learned how to do like a psionic push, where you can like have a force that pushes the enemies back. So, pretty interesting. And I don't know how this is going to implement in today's gameplay. I don't know, you know, if it was going to be a big change or not, but there's a ton of psionic abilities apparently that you can learn. I've only learned 2. So we're going to see how this plays out. This may completely change the way that I'm playing the game. Who knows? So, pretty cool. Shout out to Kavoris, who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, are you wearing the beige shirt today? No, I am not. Haha. No, I am not wearing the beige shirt. And apologies, Stuart. I misclicked again and banned you. I hate I hate Twitch chat. Every time I try to do something in Twitch chat, it's a misclick and it ends up banning someone by accident. Stuart, that was a complete accident. I did not mean to ban you. I apologize for that. Alright. Is everyone ready? Alright, let's get started. Let's begin with Prey, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, sound good? Alright, let's start. Here we go.